referee Richard Kelly will look after this particular game all the way from New Zealand. Richard. So Argentina will have the honour of leading this game and dropping off at the start of this Pool D game. Russia, who are in a little bit of a relegation scrap on the series with Portugal, will need a good performance here. New Zealand and Argentina fancy to go through from this group. Brazil also within this group. So Russia through Stanislav Bondarev. There he is, puts the ball down, recycle possession then. A little show of the ball by Davidov, the Russian skipper. That's him up over the halfway lane. Has he got the pace to go the distance? He certainly does. And John Davidov, the captain of Russia, opens the scoring in this match.
A wonderful break from Davidov here. Just backs himself on the outside in the presence of mind to use that fence so effectively, and then it's all about this pace and pinning his ears back there. You can tell that this means a lot to Russia. They locked in that relegation battle with Portugal. They need to come out on top and get more points than Portugal in this tournament, and progressing through to a cup quarter-final would be perfect for them in securing their place on this HSBC 7 series next year. And of course, with no sweeper there, it was allowed the first line of break by Davidov. Once he'd split that, it was a run into the line. He was chased all the way by Matheus Moroni.
Just looking at the screen here, Argentina playing 6 up again. When they say that, they want Russia to try and kick long, because if not, it guarantees themselves or gives them a much better chance of securing that ball off the restart.
It's all about possession of the sevens game, and it's Russia who've got the possession. Bondarev.
Come back around through the gate.
Blast of the whistle, so the tap and go through Filatov. Then over if Russia can move that ball quickly, but Argentina clamp down the space. More space on that far side though. Little lob pass. Simplikovic, well, we talked about him at the start of the game. He's their go-forward player, he's a strapping player. And Russia 2 tries to the good.
Well, Simplikovic makes it look so simple out there, doesn't he? Such good play from Russia, and Argentina just getting caught cold. Maybe a bit of a hangover from Paris last week for the Argentinians, but Russia really putting them to the sword in this first half. So quick for a big man, Simplikovic. Goes round the outside, and Russia really starting to take control on this game now.
Conversion unsuccessful. We saw earlier Portugal go out into a lead by 17 points to 5 over Kenya before Kenya hauled them back to win that match 22-17. This time round, Russia in the lead by 12 points to 0. Of course, Russia and Portugal, just as a reminder, looking to avoid relegation from the Sevens World Series this weekend. Moroni goes in at the scrum half position. Nice little step there from Santiago Godero. And here's Axel Muller, such a strapping athlete. Argentina through Gaston Revol now, the captain of Argentina. This is his 49th tournament, one short of that magical 50. Revol then brings that ball down onto this blind side. Ball in 2 hands, and the switch by Cordero. Argentina quite happy to try and eke a gap in that Russian defence.
Yeah, they were. They're just playing some pretty sevens in the middle. Now they decided to be clinical, take it to the Russians, set an offside line, set that gain line, get some momentum. What better player than that man there, Muller? So dominant, such an outstanding 7 for Argentina.
Space on that far side. Oh, lovely little step there by Javier Rojas. Rojas tackled there by Ramil Guyson. And Gaston Revol desperate for the ball. Dangerous stuff from Denis Simplikovic.
Just wait,
But, Richard Kelly's attention has just been brought by the assistant touch judge here. Let's listen in.
Yep. 8 red, put a late shot into a blue player.
Okay, it's 8 red, is it?
8 red.
Okay, I had 8 red for a high tackle here as well, so he's going to the bin. Number 8. Number 8.
Wow, this is going to hurt them, Scotty. This is Russia here. If you're going to beat this Argentinian side, you need a full complement on the field.
Late tackle over here and a high tackle here. Yellow card.
Emil Dyson, sorry, has been sent to the sin bin. Double trouble for Russia. It was two penalties that they committed there, and Argentina with a power play. Try time Argentina, and it was just a simple numbers game for Santiago Cordero.
I mean, that is so simple for Argentina, but from a Russian perspective, just pretty naive, to be honest. On your try line, 5 yards out, don't wait for them, don't let them run at you. Don't let them see what they can do. You've got to be flying out the line here. Look, they're just drifting across the field. Makes it way too easy there. Blitz out, put the pressure on Argentina. If they get it over the top and score, fair enough.
So the conversion wasn't successful. Another wee look at the try, though, from Cordero. Just a good use of the ball. They found the space, and as you said, Russia just through Bondarev didn't push up there, Ollie Phillips.
Yeah, I mean, you need as defenders there. When you're in your own 22, you just got to blitz up, put pressure on the opposition because you've got no space to play with behind you.
Well, that's bounded off a Russian player, Plukovic. And then it was taken in an offside position. Axel Muller with the tap and goal, the try scorer for Argentina. Throws that overhead looping pass. Shove the ball from Juan Pablo Esteles. Another penalty against Russia, so there's men over on that far side. Revolt, the overhead pass, simple try on the wide outside. I think that was Maroney who'll touchdown. And Argentina, in the blink of an eyelid, are 2 points short of the Russians.
I mean, a perfect response, exactly what you want when your opposition's down a man, down to 6. Stretch the field, put pressure on them, and again, Russia just far too passive in defence, and Argentina making them pay.
And what a wonderful conversion on that far touchline there. Gaston Revol levels the scores at 12 apiece.
Yep, thanks.
Outstanding kick from him, as we just see the repeat of the try here. Argentina really capitalising on that extra man. 14 points while the man's been in the bin, back up to equal pegging now.
Revol once again, he was looking for the support on the outside, the switch play then. Argentina 7 players to Russia's 6 at the moment.
Holding.
Well, Russia have got their complement back, so it's 7 apiece, and well, I just wonder if Russia will just settle things by kicking this ball out of touch and starting again. They started so well in the first half, but it's Argentina who've clawed them back. There's the kick to touch. That will be the last play of the first half. Another cracking tie here in London sees Argentina and Russia all square at half-time, 12 apiece.
Давайте ему возможности, чтобы, блядь, он бежал, куда-то делал шаги какие-то. И тем более подкидывал соседним игрокам. Перекрывайте этих игроков, ребята, блядь. Ничего не делают они. Мы владеем мячом, кладем попытки, блядь. Контроль мяча обычный, блядь. 2 раза потеряли мяч, 2 раза нам сунули. Ребята, игроков перекрываем рядом.
Хватайте за плечи, берите скорбу.
Наш матч, это победа. Давай, готовы? Да!
Давай, мужики, все получится.
Well, apologies there if, for our Russian viewers if they picked up any choice words, but such is the passion of this Russian rugby. And there, just Santiago Gomez Cora, the Argentina coach there, one of the all-time greats. Used to play on the circuit and now very much part of the development of sevens rugby And they're cooking well for the Rio Olympic Games. They had a great performance in Paris last week. They were beaten in the semi-finals by France, but took the scalp of New Zealand, which would give them huge confidence.
Yeah, they did. They had an outstanding tournament in Paris there, and they'll be buoyant going into the with Rio on the horizon.
So the second half gets underway. Russia in the red jerseys against Argentina. There's the scoreline, 12-all. This Pool D game. Pool D also includes New Zealand and Brazil. Here's Revol, that switch play there. The drive in the legs by Rodrigo Echat. Slow ball though for Argentina. Just using the space. This is Muller on that far outside channel, recycling the possession here. Revol comes back on. Oh, a nice little switch there. Revol has to then go in to support his player.
Clear release.
But Russia penalised for not releasing the player. Santiago Cordero scored that opening try for Argentina. Gets the little switch support play. That's a wonderful try in the corner there, is it?
Fun.
Javier Rojas, I think that was his good try, Ollie Phillips.
Grounding fine. Yeah.
I mean, that is outstanding play. I think he gets that down, and Richard Kelly just confirms that for us. But what a fantastic effort from him there.
Yeah, it was Fernando Luna who got this support. Look at this, dots the ball down despite the attempted tackle, and that's good officiating as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think he's got that wrong there, Scotty. I think he drops the ball as he gets over the line, does everything right, but loses control of the ball at the crucial point, crucial moment. And they're very, very lucky, Fernando Luna, just to get that try.
Well, Revol thumped over a conversion from the wide outside channel at the end of the first half. Doesn't get that one, however.
But let's have another look at this here, Scotty. Great play from Argentina, recognising the need to go quickly. Luna coming back inside, and there, does he just lose that as he puts it down? For me, he doesn't have control of that ball as he puts it down. How the touch judge misses that, I don't know, because he's about a yard away from him.
And the ball taken by Simplikovic. He's brought down now. Emil Geisen. Ball being switched down here. Captain Davidov. Into that contact goes Michal Babiev. Oh, the ball was played on the ground illegally.
You're fine, but you're on your knees. Playable.
By Matthias Moroni, shake of the head, but pinged by referee Richard Kelly. So Russia desperate to pull a try back here. Moving the ball well. Davidov got the opening score for Russia. Michal Babiev took it into the contact. Argentina just flood that contact area, but from an offside position, so penalised again.
Yeah, but they won't be panicking here, Argentina, because they've got so much pitch, so much space to play with. They're just harrying and pressurising Russia, and Russia really don't know where to go with it at the moment.
And you see how Argentina, they always flood that contact area. And Russia, returning to the action, have decided just to get some territory here and attack from the down 11. Near that Argentinian 22-metre line.
Just get him to hold the ball for you, please.
A couple of subs here for Argentina. Santiago Alvarez and Juan Imhoff. Juan Imhoff then,
just wait.
Making his way onto the pitch. Played for Racing Metro last week in the European Champions Cup. There he is. Star of the Rugby World Cup, his second tournament for Argentina. A 15s convert, now plying his trade in the 7th circuit.
An absolutely outstanding finisher for Argentina and for Racing, but he's coming up against Simplikovic in a minute, a monster for Russia too.
Davidov goes on the angle. Davidov fancies it, but he's run out of space, and the cardinal sin in sevens rugby, with ball in hand, steps out of play and gives possession to Argentina.
Yeah, I mean, a total waste from him there. Does well initially, goes around Imhoff, but needs to now recognise that he's got the angle on him. He's going to push you into touch. You've got to come back in. Simple turnover, gifting the ball back to Argentina.
Well, there's an opportunity to play. Russia had two players on the inside in the shape of Denis Simplikovic and Edward Filatov. But Gaston Revol then, this is his 49th tournament, such a talisman for this side. Scored 38 tries in his career so far. So Argentina attacking from deep. Well, that looked a high tackle there, so that will be penalised by referee Kelly.
Yeah, it's really high. It comes because of the pace. His sheer pace just scares Echart's pace. Just scares the Russian defenders. They're not sure what to do and how to handle him, and getting caught going high, and Argentina will just relieve some of the pressure and get some territory back.
And Ollie, it's all about just attacking that sort of wide outside channel, trying to put hesitation within the defence. You've been there many a time for formerly playing for England, and it's about stretching and causing confusion.
It is, and when you've got someone like Imhoff outside you, it's great that he holds that width, because it keeps posing those problems for Russia. Is he going to pass it? Is he not? As a result, running into the space, you start to create indecision in the defensive line.
So there's Imhoff.
I think 8 reads already off.
Once scored 2 tries, Imhoff, against New Zealand in the 2011 World Cup.
Come on.
So he switch here, Javier Rojas.
Stop. Open up to get, please.
And look how tight Argentina have formed this line out. Muller in the middle of this line out, really tight. Muller takes the possession strong, gets that extra couple of yards. And then wide outside play here. Here's Imhoff. He received the pass from Echart. And Argentina just taking control in the last few minutes of this tie by keeping possession going. Muller up and over the 22-metre line. Muller always gets that extra couple of yards, gives his team that so much go-forward football. And Argentina now stretching that Russian defence. There's men over here on that far side, and Imhoff will just have a simple run in, is it? No, it's, my apologies, it's Echart who held his line there. So Rodrigo Echart dots down and likely takes the tie away for Argentina.
This comes about from a fabulous pass from Escura there. Look at that. Beautiful, wide, flat pass. Allows Echart just to stroll over the try line. But an example of exactly how you run at a defender, commit that defender, and then have the skills in order to put the ball exactly where you need it to be.
Well, doesn't have the skills to have the additional conversion.
Stick to passing.
Bautista Escura then stretching that lead out for the Argentina side by 22 points to 12. Well, Russia were right in this at half-time, but it's Argentina who've played well in the second half. 4 tries to Russia's 2. Muller.
Great play from Imhoff off that restart there, getting himself straight into the thick of it. Back into the sevens arena and utilising his ability under a high ball to good effect.
And only Argentina retaining that possession, which is so key in the abbreviated game. Santiago Alvarez switches the play on that far side. Nipping down the blind side was Franco Sabato, but
leave it. 12.
Player was held within the contact.
There's a bit of argy-bargy breaking out there on the field as Argentina just trying to frustrate this Russian side at that breakdown time, doing what they do so effectively well, and the Russians rising to it, frustrated. They haven't managed to capitalise on the 12-0 lead they had in the first half.
No need for you to carry on, please. Leave it alone. Back here. Back here. Over here. Holding man back in the right.
Emil Geisen will start from deep. Of course, points might be crucial within this pool, so Russia trying to finish off this game on a high.
We should also mention, Scott, we've got that mouth-watering contest in this group of New Zealand against Argentina as well. A rematch from out in Paris where Argentina took the spoils and upset the apple cart. What a great game that'll be too.
Yeah, that match coming on this afternoon. for the knock-on. There's still a little bit of edge and needle within this game. I wonder if Richard Kelly will just blow his whistle for the end of the game. He does that, so he takes the edge off the game. It's Argentina, though. They've come out full-time by winning this one by 22 points to 12.